Yeah, I end that video to start. I want to talk to sisters this morning. And why I'm talking about sisters, I like to talk from experience, and at the same time, when I have emails, I deal with issues, I like to throw lights. I don't call names, but I like to throw lights or talk to people I know. Even if it's one person I touch, is okay. But the example, I always do it myself. And to God, most of the things I get, I've really seen that, I've experienced it. So I don't know, it's all thanks to God. Now, let me tell you, sister, the way you place your husband, that's how people around you will place him. The way you respect, I'm talking about husband now, I'm not talking about boyfriend. The way you carry your husband, that's how your family is going to carry him. That's how the church is going to carry him. That's how the society is going to carry him. That's how your friends go to see him. Now, somebody reached out to me that whether it's in church or a compound meeting, I don't know, in Nigerians, when you're living in, even if it's an estate, they do meeting once. If my estate, we do it once in a month. We come out to do meeting, talk about security, lights, yada about the area. And she came to me like, somebody, when the husband addressed an issue after that did not go well with somebody, I'm trying to cut it short. Now this lady now met her and said, please, next time talk to your husband does not know how to talk. He talks like a fool. Are you shocked? Now she's coming to meet me and ask me if I'm in that situation. Sister, I just pray. That day I was in a good mood, but I told her, what did you do to the sister? What did you tell her? That she just walk out. No, you don't walk out. See, let me tell you. She said, I'm a Christian. See, most of you, most of us, we have allowed. Christianity does not make it to be stupid. Christianity does not make it to be foolish. Christianity does not take your brain. Listen, I belong to the John the Baptist children, grandchildren. I'm child of God. I believe in Jesus Christ. He died for me to be saved. But see, I'm a true Pentecoster. I be Johnny Baptist speaking. Let me go home. They're not born your mama. They're not born person mama. They're not born your papa. You come and meet me, a woman of my kind that does not have 4 boobs, does not have 2 heads. A woman of me, as in a woman with 2 legs, 2 hands. Come and meet me and tell me to talk to my husband at home, that my husband does not know how to talk. My husband talk like a fool. Okbai, even if I'm a pope, I will reset your brain with slap. Even if I am the most lazy woman on earth, you see that kind of slap that I will use all my might. He that lives in me is greater than he that is in you. I will use that and all to slap you. Then when you beat me, I will go. Who gave you the audacity to come and meet me and tell me that my husband talks like a mumu, like a fool? Like, who shall? He's a ghost for me. He's the animal boldness, like Wari will say for me. They no boy your mama. Sister, you if I'm your husband, you will go to your father's house to go and reset your brain. Look at as deep and refined pastor, redeem Ogapatapa, what's his name? Adeboye. As refined, as deep as he is, he said, touch my wife and I will go out for you. That's a man of God. That is a man that God comes to his house to eat food with and dine with. He's telling you that if you want to see him go crazy, touch his wife, then you that is just a member, floor member, you are telling me because I'm a Christian, I don't want to fight. And they don't say you should fight. You should reset our brain. Let me give you an example. Some years ago, like maybe 18 years ago, I just had my first child, my first son. And there at that time we were living, the house we were living is ours by God's grace, and we have not fenced at that time. So there is this my neighbors are on my Facebook. They will concord to this. There is this young girl in my street. She's at that time was unfortunately married. She's a young girl at that time. She's usually a young girl. She's not up to 17 at that time. She has a daughter. I don't want to call her name. My neighbors know her. Now, this girl on her street, she has insulted almost all the married men in our street. You don't need to find her trouble. If you just have small space, you will insult your husband. And in my house, I was praying, I was pulling down mountain. God, let this girl fall in my trap. I will teach her what it means to respect people's husband. I'm going back to the message. Now, one fateful Saturday, it's an environmental day. I will not forget it. Then my ex at that time was using a V boot. The guy was rushing because environmental days expire. He has to go to the office, so he was rushing. We used to park inside our driveway, so with our face. So he has to come out with his back. Meanwhile, this girl is renting the apartment opposite me. She plants flowers at the front of her house. I was sitting at the front because I came out with him, we talked and went and I sat. Meanwhile, he did not know I'm sitting because he thought I went inside after walking him out. Now, he did not touch her flower. Remember that. She was sitting outside. Fortunately for her, she did not see me. We did not fence, but there's this burglary proof in our veranda, balcony, that you cannot see, whatever. Okay, now, the next thing I heard was, you want to hit it, you want to kill my flower, idiot, stupid man. Who could rock by a 17 years old? Meanwhile, this man that I'm talking about is 6'4". My ex is very tall, huge. You know, fear. Say he's married to a woman like me. Meanwhile, I have how many brothers at home? About 4. Michael was home, Sage was home, my cousin Happy was home. I think there's my father's tenant that became a son, Eric. I have 4 hefty men inside. I didn't tell them anything. So when I heard the thing, so my ex just turned his mirror and looked at her like, I didn't touch your flower. He said, idiots. He left. At that time, a little one, for you to live where you have to have generator like property. So we have a plant and a generator. So because of we are not fenced and people can steal your generator, so there's this big chain we used to tie the generator, not the plant, because the plant you cannot carry it. To tie we tie it to the pillar of the generator house. So I went there, opened the big chain, and I took it, and the padlock, I keep the key floor. I went to her house and I dropped it on the floor. I called her out. I said, come out. She said, what? I said, come, I want to show you something. She did not expect. She came out. Immediately she came out, I held her. I put her on the floor and I chained her. I chained her to our gates. I carried my phone and I called her husband. I called him. I said, hello, where you there? You have to come home now. I don't know what is wrong with your wife, but I just help you to hold her down. She's getting crazy. I went to my house. I sat, carried chair opposite. I sat down, was waiting. Meanwhile, there is this young boy that is a neighbor. At that time, this man thought the neighbor is happy, is really neighbor, but he does not know that this neighbor is really neighboring the girl. You understand? Everybody in my street know. Me, I was just minding my business. I was my phone. I see the way that they fifino, they do the blah blah blah. The man, the Oriokwe neighbor, the Oriokwe husband thought this young boy is neighboring his wife well. He goes to leave his wife with this young boy, and this boy was really nurturing his wife, helping him to neighbor the wife, if you understand what I mean. So this guy came out as if you near where I am. My brothers are inside. I don't want to tell you, because if I tell them, they will come out and fight. I don't want anybody to fight. I just want to deal with her myself. Lo and behold, the man walking transformer, he get to us, he came out. I say, yes, your wife is not well. If she's normal, she will not open her mouth to call a man that is married to a woman like this an idiot. On top of it, he's blind for a flower that he did not touch. Did you see any tire on this flower? He said, why you tied my wife? Yada, yada, yada. He went all out. That was when my brothers knew, because I did not tell anybody. He now lose his wife. I ran to police station and brought police. That situation was the first time in my life I saw a policeman that have sense and wisdom. The DPO Elelewa police station at that time. When the man sent police to come and carry me, I went there with my son. I intentionally did that. I went and the man said, "You shamed her." I don't understand. I said, "Oga, you will soon see my husband and then will come. You will now understand." Meanwhile, this girl is a very minus her age. She's very short, but she's pretty. Very open her mouth to say my husband is an idiot for flower that this man tired did not touch. The policeman laugh, and look at the so-called husband and said, "And you now came to police station to arrest this woman. If this woman now insults you, let's assume the table is beaten, you understand? At the end, you must have go home, you don't have sense." Meanwhile, when the boyfriend now came and I've not spit everything. When the guy came and was now blabbing, what policeman I say, "Oga, when I say you get eye, you know they see. This boy, they neighbor your wife where we are." I say, it's the spirit that gave you the wisdom. What am I trying to say? Some people don't know how to talk. They think it's boldness. That is why I always say there's a thin line between boldness and stupidity. To me, a lot of things we do, especially women, is stupidity, is not boldness. You cannot come and tell somebody, even if the husband did something wrong, your approach matters. Madam, I don't like the way your husband spoke in the meeting. Maybe you were not there. See what happened. Not telling me to go, please, madam, talk to your husband. Your husband does not know how to talk. He talk like an idiot. Are you crazy? Somebody's husband, somebody's crown. You are telling him that my crown is an idiot. I will beat the hell out of you. That is the truth. I don't care whether I'm a bishop or a pastor. We'll go to church and do confession. Mind the way you talk to people. Mind the way you refer to people, wife and husband. I see some men on the streets just be, "Hey, get up, you prostitute." That's somebody's wife. That is somebody's wife. You just call a prostitute. Get out, you useless woman. That's somebody's wife. If you want to see how men go crazy, go to Nigeria on traffic. You see men insulting women because of the way they are driving, not the way they are dressing. Even if they dress, is she your wife? Is she your sister? Is she your family member? You don't have right whatsoever to insult me. For one, with pregnancy, a policeman have called me a useless woman, and I show her what it means. How because this other policeman asked me to cross, this one asked me to stay, and then get out, you useless woman. A lot of people don't know how to talk. Please mind the way you address people, husband, especially in church. This thing happened a lot in church. Me, I'm very stubborn, but you cannot catch me talking to somebody's husband anywhere. I don't do it. I respect a man. If you hear me insult a man, know that man has gone to the extreme. He has pushed me, or either he used a word I cannot tolerate. As long as the man is married, you will not see me call him names. Most of us will think it's boldness. It is not boldness. You are just express your stupidity and arrogancy on the streets. It does not make you bold. You are foolish. In churches, it happens. Especially when they are doing workers' meeting or whatever meeting, department meeting, you see people talking to people, husband, people, wives, anyhow. Sister, don't go and do it to somebody that did not take her medication before she went to church that day. You will regret it. In my church, they know me. People that know me very well, that time, don't cross my husband. Don't cross my children and my brothers. I will go out for you. It is the truth. So what am I saying? Women, place your husband very well. Carry him high. Respect him, and others will not have choice than to follow you and respect them. That is the truth. Don't call your husband stupid. I don't know how you people do it to me. Once I call you a stupid man, I cannot even sleep with you again. Because how can I be sleeping with a stupid man or crazy man, foolish man? That means two of you are foolish and stupid. That's the truth. Please, we should mind the way we talk to people, wives, and people, husbands. Please. He does not make you bold. He's just show that you don't have sense. You don't have home training. You are arrogant. You are Orieda. That is the message you are doing. You are irresponsible. Please, before you now go and touch somebody that is not well, they will beat you. It is the audacity for me to come and tell me that my husband he does not know how to talk. He talk like an idiot, like Mumu. Are you crazy? Some of you, your sense is far left behind, is walking behind you. Please, in your office, in your church, where you live, learn to respect people. Learn to respect. The way you respect people, that's how people are going to respect you. That is the truth. If you are the one that talks anyhow, people will not respect you. You think maybe somebody is telling you, no, your attitude. Bible says, as a man thinketh, as a thinker, so he is. It's out of the abundance of your belly, your mouth speaks. So what you speak defines you. What comes out from your mouth defines you. That's the truth. Mind the way you talk to people. Respect people. Talk to people with respect. When you lose it, person like me, if I go angry, people like, before Stybie go angry, you must have done something. Let it be like that. Don't be too quick to insult people because I'm bold. I'm very bold. Some people will not say, no, I am a very expressive somebody. I don't keep anything in my mind. Shut up. Who says because you are expressive, you talk anything in that is in your head? It does not make you expressive. That is the truth. No, I'm a very straightforward people. I'm a very straightforward person. So I talk the way like that. You be a real way. It just shows that you don't have sense. You don't have home training. But in your heart, those kind of women, you see those people that talks like this, they go their house. They do fun. There's one pastor's wife that I love so much. The way she guides her husband. I like women like that. Forget whether you're prayer mountain. I don't want to call her name. Prayer mountain. When you come to her husband, she's like a vulture. Now so it's supposed to be. Talk to my husband. I put Bible for granted. I deal with you. I go back to God and reconcile. Now so it be. So mind the way you talk to people before you get fatty recess slap. Just trying to make common sense.